If you're new to upholstery, it can be very difficult and overwhelming getting started in today's age. But with the right equipment, tools, and a little bit of knowledge, even you can get started making serious works of art. Here is my simple guide on how to get started in upholstery in 2024. The first thing you're going to need is obviously a sewing machine. There are thousands of sewing machines on the market today, so depending on your skill level and most importantly your budget, that is really going to determine what sewing machine is right for you. Now, a few sewing machines come to mind. I use the one you see me use the most, that is in my garage. That is a Consew 206 RB-5. That is a very common machine. I use those in the Marine Corps. I use those at work, and I have one here. It is a very reliable machine. I absolutely love it. It has never done me wrong. But the caveat is, it was $2,000 brand new. Now, you can find some for a good deal. They're still probably going to be over $1,000. That is the one kind of annoying thing about this trade. The machines are basically small cars, but they last a lifetime if you take care of them, and if you really know how to use them, they can generate a large amount of money. A few other machines that come to mind are the Juki LU 2860. These names are wacky, so I have them on like a little list. That is also the one I use at work, primarily for upholstery. I use my Consew as well, but that one is super smooth. Basically, my point is really do some research and make sure you are making the right investment for you. Now, once you have your sewing machine, you're going to need to figure out what type of materials you're going to need. Now, I can only speak off of my experience. I primarily do upholstery and leather work here and there. So where I find myself getting materials are websites like The Buckle Guy. They have a very large selection of different leather. For sewing on these machines, I would recommend you get 3 to 4 ounce. That, in my opinion, seems to be the sweet spot. If you're like myself and you find yourself doing a lot of marine upholstery or outdoor upholstery, you can go to websites like the Fabric Warehouse, or really just type in Google outdoor marine upholstery. There are even more choices of material than there are sewing machines. Some of them really stink. Some of them are amazing. I know a few off the top of my head that I really like. Psy Leather is a great one. Sequest, that is also a very great one in common, and it is relatively cheap. It all boils down to what type of work you want to do. Now, the thread, there's also a million different types of thread you can use. That's going to be a recurring thing in this field. There are so many different types of material you can use. At the end of the day, you just got to use what you really enjoy and what you like the most. I use Solar Fix thread. It is a PTFE thread that is almost indestructible. It is quite expensive for a small roll. I think it's like $150, and for a full size roll, it's about $300. But that is some serious top of the line thread that I like to use when I'm making stuff for some of my customers. But I've also used just regular nylon type E thread, which I think ran me about $15 for like, 5,000 yards. It's an enormous spool. I actually made my friend a duffel bag he carries his gym weights in 5 years ago, and it's still holding up just fine. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have to search around, try different materials that you like. You don't have to spend a lot of money on super top-notch material to make a very nice product that will last a lifetime. Okay, so you have your sewing machine and now you have your materials. The next thing we got to do is start practicing. Now, if you're like me and you invested in a big industrial sewing machine like this, you're really going to want to take your time and get used to the feel of the machine. Go slow, get used to the pedal, get used to the hand wheel, and really sew slow. Get to know the ins and outs of your machine, because trust me, every machine is going to be different, just like a car. They're all different. Some of the best techniques I like to do to practice to really get my lines super good, what I'll do, I'll get some material, fold it in half, and I'll just draw a crazy wacky line. I'll do a few straight lines in there, 90 degrees, I'll go past 90 degrees, and then I'll do my best to sew on that line. That is a really fun and easy way to practice control and turning and accuracy with these machines. What you can also do is super easy projects, and I'm going to go over all of this in another video, so stay tuned for that one if you really want some clear instructions on good techniques to practice. You can also make simple bags and simple projects. The important thing is you take your time with these machines, really get used to them, and really learn the ins and outs of your machine. Okay, so you've practiced on your machine a little bit, you're pretty comfortable with it, and you want to tackle your first project. There are about an infinite amount of different projects you could probably do. A few off the top of my head that I really enjoy doing. I love making bags. There are 1,000,001 different types of bags you can make. Super satisfying and rewarding, and very quick and easy. Those are two big check in the boxes for me. So you can go on Google, you can type in free bag patterns, or you can check out some of my future videos. I'm going to go over really beginner friendly projects you can do like bags. You can make keychains, they're a simple cushion. The list goes on and on. If you really want to know more about that, stay tuned. I will go over all of that in a future video. Now, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. If you're watching this video and if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You must be pretty dang serious about getting started in upholstery, which is just like great. I love that. It's a bit of a dying trade, so let's try and like revive it a little bit, you know? I also know you're smart. You know, obviously, without me having to tell you to subscribe to a channel you like if you enjoy their content. So I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel because you already know the deal. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. This is me not asking you to subscribe because you should already know that. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. At the end of the day, upholstery isn't that difficult to get started in. The biggest hurdle you're definitely going to come across is probably money, but I'm sure you've never heard that one before. Upholstery can be tedious at times, challenging. It takes steady practice and work, but with a little bit of effort, patience, and the guidance through my videos, even you can become an amazing artist and creator. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll like some of my other videos. I think there might be one like right here or like right here. You should click on it and watch it. I wouldn't hate you.